Democrats staged the coup of the millennium. We'll see how this plays out, to quote Tim Pool. But there are many, many questions that need answered about this 2020 election. There are so many irregularities, so many strange anomalies, phenomenons, bellwether states all wrong, all kinds of suspicious the changes, like some of the mail-in ballots, this and the software, that still remains to be seen. The software that may have been giving us issues in our elections for more than 10 years. So this is sort of a turning point. A turning point. I mean, if the election software is part of the problem, then America is in such big trouble. Such big trouble. And the question is how to get these elites, these corrupt elites, get the reins of power away from them. And as I was saying in a previous video, we need to be more self-reliant and self-sufficient if we can be. We need to stop relying on the government for so many things. That's where they derive their power. They derive their power from dependency. You got it. The less dependent we are, the more their power shrinks. And that's where we need to get America back to being more independent. There's so much of an overhaul that needs done. Now, the left is saying, oh, there's going to be shadow governments. I said, America is in a very unique position. I don't think we've never been to this place before. And we do not know. See, I'm telling you the correct news. We do not know how things are going to go down, how it's going to play out. We don't. We can just take it week by week and observe and watch, look, and listen. And so, here, I don't think it's going to necessarily be a matter of Trump setting up a shadow government. I don't think so. But I think just the fact that there are so many people, that are opposed the left. I believe, like I said, the country's going to be splintered. And splinters within splinters. Because the people who, oppose the left have different beliefs, different agendas. So I don't think necessarily Trump is going to start a shadow government. I think just the fact there are so many people who believe so differently. And I think there could be innumerable shadow governments. Innumerable. There'd be more groups breaking off, like groups like the Quakers, the Amish, the different groups breaking off. That's why I'm wondering if we're going to see different people breaking off into sects. I'm wondering if we're going to see secession. I don't know. We may not see secession because I think most Americans want to keep the Union together. They want to be Americans, and they want to fight for what they have and protect it. Because obviously, if you're not tough enough to save what you have, your own republic, how are you going to be successful at starting another one? So I do not really think we're going to see secession per se. But I think we're going to see groups, movements, multiple movements, people just doing things on their own. And I said, yes, we may see people, defying the Biden government. We may see that. It's going to really, we don't know how it's going to play out. I said that again. But like I said, there's all different groups of all different people, and everybody has a different idea of how they're going to resist. So, with me, I say we resist. We get our resistance merchandise. We appropriate all of the left-wing slogans they've been using for the last 4 years, and we put them on our own T-shirts and hats and merchandise. The "Not My President," "No Justice," "No Peace," "Impeach," and the number. All those kind of slogans we will appropriate. And then we will protest. So we need to continue as though we still have a country that works. People, badger the congressmen, badger the representatives. I guess basically get to the point where the politicians are more scared and tired of us than they are scared and tired of the political machine. So we're going to need a lot of, a lot of calls, a lot of letters, things like that. That would be our basic form of defense. Let's behave as though we're a functioning republic. We're still functioning. And then after that, I would say we go for lawsuits, class action lawsuits. Like I said, obviously, poor people, we can't afford, one lawsuit ourselves, but we do class action lawsuits in groups. But here's the thing. Here's what the left is planning. They have already, they already wanted to declare the election before anything was done, certified, and they still may have jumped a little prematurely even now, even in the late November. We'll see. But they're hoping to say that even if any evidence comes out, those voting machines being bad, they are just gonna say, okay, they're bad, but but Biden won. They're not going to acknowledge any facts. And so going forward, like I said, we can't have a country if we are not all on the same page as far as right and wrong and as far as the legal system. Bottom line is, Democrats want the laws to protect them from us, but they want to break every law in the book. And we cannot operate that way. So America is coming to a crisis point, to a parting of the ways, and how that's going to look, we're not sure. And I said also, I would work on, like I said, on mind games with the left, and basically turning their protests into my protests, but with accusing them of things. It's true. I mean, the left really is racist. They have a very nasty history. The left really does discriminate against everybody. The left is not diverse. The left is not inclusive. The left is full of toxic masculinity. Who preys upon women. The leftists are misogynists and hypocrites and everything. And the funny thing about it is that's all true. So, I said, my family, we're not as, well, we live far away from the big cities, so it's hard to get to rallies. But I'm definitely working on how we can be self-sufficient, counterculture. We're going to be a counterculture in any case. And we're not going to, no, communism's not coming here. Communism's not coming here. Socialism, go home. From wherever you came. So there's going to be a lot of opposition and a lot of fighting for the next 4 years or whatever, however it goes. Like I said, the left is not going to get any peace from us. And we are going, like I said, America needs to get back to its roots and do what's right. And these Democrats do not do what's right. And we'll see how this goes. But like I said, I don't think it's a matter of Trump just wanting to cling to power. I think it's a matter of the people clinging to freedom. The people are clinging to freedom, and the people are going to give the left a rough time of it. And I said, we just need to defund and depower these politicians. And so they can't use our taxpayer-funded police and military on us. And there's a lot going on. And everybody, all the different groups, different conservative groups, the different Trump supporter groups, they're all going to have a different idea of how we go about keeping this country free and protecting it. They're all going to have different ideas. So I said, I'm not involved in these other groups. But I said, my idea is to just, be like the left. I'm just going to declare, this is the top, the left, they're nothing. Well, let's just declare it. We'll say it, and it is so. So my system is a little bit more, use all the legal methods, use mind games, be self-sufficient, basically slowly pry the culture from their hands. Slowly pry it. And of course, I'm going to have launching my own initiatives with Christian conservative entertainment, education, cultural, all the things that the left has destroyed. We're going to try to fix. And basically, so we're going to build up, give this country some shots of antibodies, and make it immune as far as we can against the left. And slowly push them out. Slow fade out. That's the plan. So don't be too radical. Don't take risks. Be careful. Think carefully. And pray and trust God. Pray before you leap. Don't get yourself in trouble. We need everybody. Pushing back in effective ways that are going to topple the left from power permanently. At least as far as our lives are concerned. So think smart and don't be rash, and stay in the game. Power and prayer. All right, don't worry. We've got, God has got this, and we the people, we've got this too. All right, let freedom ring.